Just really proud of our focus. I think obviously the fact that the men got upset in the quarterfinals, that's like one of those things where your ears peak and helps you dial in a little bit more. And, I just thought the fact that we played Oklahoma State, a couple of weeks ago and really turned the basketball over a lot and had one of our poorer performances down the stretch but found a way to win. I think that that just motivated us to play well. I thought, obviously, we came out very, very focused at the defensive end, and that set the tone. And when you get a 23-point lead in a quarter, it allows you to somewhat coast. It allows you to focus on actions. It allowed us to play a little 2-3 zone, which was a first this season for us. So just really proud of these guys with the focus that they came into the game with.
Okay, we'll take our questions from the floor. We'll start right up here on the front. Name and affiliation, please.
Chad Conine, Waco Tribune Herald. This question is for Queen and then Alyssa. They missed their first 13 shots, I think. Do you start to see a little bit of desperation in their eyes, and does that kind of motivate you on defense as well?
Yeah, I feel like they started kind of throwing things up, praying for it to go in, and so just watching it from the outside in, knowing that we can't let those shots fall. We got to continue to play discipline on defense because anything could be a foul, anything could go in. And so just knowing that you got to be disciplined on defense allowed us to kind of refocus a little bit. And it just gave us a little bit of confidence on the offensive end, knowing that there's not really that much pressure for you to make a big-time shot, but just for you to go up and finish strong under the rim.
Alicia, you want to comment too?
You said me? Yeah. I'd probably say I'd say it goes back to our defense. That was our main focus coming into this game. And, we executed on defense, which made their night a living hell. So, the harder we play defense, the better this game is going to go.
Okay, we got a question on the front. Somebody over here had their hand up. Oh, yeah, on this side, and then we'll move to the other.
Yeah, Nick Moyle with the San Antonio Express News. Nikki, I think Queen had 3 blocks on Oklahoma State's first 5 possessions. I think she had 4 in the first 5 minutes. Just how much of a tone did she set for you defensively in that opening quarter?
Yeah, I think Tony challenged her a little bit sometimes, like playing against smaller post players. It's easy to play behind and then try to block as they go to shoot rather than like really walling up. But a lot of those were even on guard drives where she rotated and where we were beat along the baseline. And so when they don't feel like when they're leading scorer and someone that can get hot and start cooking, like when she can't even get the ball above the rim, certainly that set the tone that we were going to rim protect all night. So that was great. It was really important for us, I think, to prove that we were going to protect the rim all night.
A question on the front, and then we'll move over to the left.
Matt Mosley, ESPN Central Texas. Melissa, had you been thinking about a dunk throughout that game?
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I dunked in warm-ups, so I was kind of feeling it. I was like, all right, if I could do it in warm-ups, I could do it in the game. But usually I don't take off from that side. I usually take off from the left-hand side. But I'm going to try again, though. Shoot. Why not?
What was your Nikki, what was your reaction over there? You seemed to
Well, clearly I missed the dunk in warm-ups because I wasn't sure. I was just happy. Like, I thought it was such a good steal. Like, that was the part to me. And so, yeah, I turned around and kind of wasn't sure. So I don't think she got her steps right to get that one, though. But, hey, if she's going to try it, I think a 30-point cushion I'm okay with.
We got a question on the left side. Michelle.
Thank you. I'm Michelle Vopel, ESPN.com. Melissa, I'll have this for you, and maybe, Coach, if you could answer, too. You talked about sort of making it a living hell for them, and I don't know if you've ever pitched a shutout before in a quarter, but you guys obviously did that this time. Was that quarter as intense and good a defense as you guys have played all season? And Nikki, do you think that as well?
I'll probably say yeah, that was our best defensive, quarter that we have played. Like I said, coming into this game, our main focus was playing defense. So to pitch a shutout is just insane. They said nobody has ever did that at Baylor, so I'm glad to be a part of that history.
Yeah, I thought that, honestly, like, I would say from a single game perspective or even a matchup perspective, I mean, that's the best quarter of defense I've seen Jordan Lewis play maybe in her career, and I watched her a lot at Alabama. Of course, they played a lot of zone there. But we just didn't get screened. You know, we had spent a lot of time talking. They set a lot of stagger screens and finished with ball screens. We did such a good job getting around the staggers. We had good support on our ball screens from these guys. Like, I just felt like we were really dialed in. I think teams sometimes are surprised that we know every play they're going to call, and we're kind of telling them, especially when they're in front of us, what's coming. And so when we know we got to get through a stagger screen and we're not, you know, surprised, that helps. But I mean, we're very scout heavy. Certainly we have great players and individual defenders, but we are dialed into what teams do and really trying to give these guys like the ultimate cheat code, the secret sauce. Like, take this away, and you know, then it comes down to, are they going to make a play when the shot clock's running down, when their action hasn't worked, when their play hasn't worked? Are they going to, you know, make a play?
We've got a question back where the where the cameras are, and then we'll come back up in here. Just take it to the middle and hand it to him.
You want to do the risers first?
Yeah, we want to do the riser first, and then we'll come back up here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Coach Jack Allen with KXXV ABC in Waco. I was just wondering how special it was for you to be able to put some of your deeper down the bench players in a game like this, and how important is that going forward to be able to give NaLyssa and Queen some minutes off here?
Yeah, I don't think Liz wants to come out of the game, no matter the score. But I know Queen was a little under the weather, too, tonight. So, you know, I think that it is important in these scenarios, in these 3 games, the goal to play 3 games in 3 days, anywhere we can steal minutes. And, you know, Kendra gave us some good early minutes, you know, in 2-minute spurts and things like that, you know, and was played confidently, you know, and certainly when you're playing with a lead, that makes it a little easier to go to your bench a little bit earlier, and then work on some different combinations. You know, we've played Caitlin plenty of minutes now this season at the 3, but our package changes a little bit when we go to certain lineups. You know, and Jaden hasn't played a ton of point, and so, you know, we really try to keep things simple in that 4th quarter.
Okay, we've got a question up here, and then we'll come back. We've got some other people up here.
We're in the middle.
Yeah, right there, right where you are.
Matt Lively, Casey in Waco. This is for NaLyssa and Queen. Coach was saying that, you know, your ears kind of peaked when you saw that the men lost. Was there more of a weight on your shoulders you felt when that game went final to win here in Kansas City?
It was more of like anything could happen. You know, you got to go into every game thinking like this opponent can't beat us. You can't just come into a game knowing that you beat them 2 times and slack off that one night, they're going to get you. So it was more of just keeping our focus and making sure we execute and do everything right.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off of what Liz said, it was just kind of like a wake-up call. Our men have done so well this season, especially against ranked teams. So to see them lose, it was like, all right, like, okay, we know we need to play well. We just can't slack off tomorrow.
Okay, we got a question on the back here, and then we're going to go to the photo deck, and then we're going to have one in the front, and then we're going to end.
Chris Williams, KWTX News 10, Waco, Texas. Listen, Queen, you guys get another shot at Oklahoma. How does it feel to know that, I know you didn't feel good about either loss to them during the season, so how does that feel?
I feel like it's a time for redemption. Like, we can make up what we lost. We can get back what we know we can have. And so it's just another opportunity to redeem the 2 losses where they got us at home and at their place.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm ready. I bet this team is ready. You know, nobody likes losing. So, we're just going to go into this game. And, I mean, we're going to watch a lot of film for sure. I mean,
a lot.
Anytime you lose, you focus on that film and watch it over and over. It should eat you up. So going into this game, I feel like we'll have a lot of energy and momentum. Hopefully get a win.
Okay, we got a question on the front, and that's going to have to end it for our time.
Yeah, NaLyssa, just wanted to ask you real quick about receiving your second Big 12 Player of the Year award before the game. What did that mean to you, and what does it mean to repeat? Something that's been really rare.
I mean, it feels great. Just knowing that, I have that consistency and just playing well, and that's my main focus. Small accolades, I always cherish them, so I appreciate it.